Yo, what's good, fam? The internet is straight up on fire right now, and if you're not tuned in, you're missing one of the wildest rap drama moments of the year. We're talking about a shocking discovery that D4vd's closest friend just uncovered right inside his own crib. Yeah, you heard that right. Fans are in complete shock, Twitter's blowing up, and the comment sections? Straight up war zones. Rumors started swirling late last night when D4vd's homie posted cryptic tweets hinting at some major betrayal, but no one knew what was really going down now. We're talking about secrets that could tear apart friendships, shake up the rap scene, and send shockwaves through D4vd's entire squad. You know how these stories go? 1 minute, it's all love, the next, total chaos. But here's the kicker. What this friend found wasn't just some petty drama. Nah, it's deeper, darker, and more personal than anyone expected. The kind of stuff that makes you say, wait, did he really just do that? So buckle up, fam. This one's a roller coaster of betrayal, tears, and street justice that you don't want to miss. Keep watching because what's about to drop next will blow your mind. For real, let's get into it. It all started like any other day in the life of D4v and his crew. His close friend Jay, who's been riding with him since day one, was at the house helping set up for a late-night studio session. No one expected anything out of the ordinary. Just a chill vibe, some laughs, and maybe some new heat dropping soon. But what Jay stumbled upon would change everything. It wasn't just a discovery. It was a bomb waiting to explode. Jay was moving some old boxes stacked in the back room when his hand brushed against something odd. It felt like a hidden compartment, something deliberately concealed. Curiosity got the best of him, and with a little effort, he pried it open. Inside, he found a stack of old letters, photos, and a thick journal. But this wasn't just memorabilia or normal personal stuff. These papers were loaded with secrets, betrayals, and truths no one was ready for. As Jay flipped through the journal, his heart sank. The pages detailed private conversations, backdoor deals, and names of people within D4vd's inner circle who had been working against him. Some of these were close friends, people D4v trusted the most. It was like peeling back the curtain on a drama nobody knew was brewing beneath the surface. Jay whispered under his breath, "How could you do this to me?" Because he felt betrayed, not just by the people named, but by D4vd too. For keeping this hidden dot, when Jay confronted D4vd, things got heated fast. D4vd's face went pale, the kind of look that said, "You weren't supposed to find this." There was a long pause. Silence filled the room, thick and heavy. "I didn't want you to find out like this," D4vd said quietly, almost broken. Jay's anger boiled over. "So you just let them snake you? Right under your nose. What about loyalty, man? What about us?" The emotions ran high, and for the first time, cracks started showing in the image of their friendship. D4vd tried to explain, saying that he had no choice. That the music business is ruthless, and sometimes you've got to play the game to survive. But Jay wasn't having it. "That's weak," he spat. "We were supposed to be real. No secrets, no lies. What's the point of loyalty if you're just gonna let people stab you in the back?" Outside, the streets were buzzing. Word started leaking that something was going down with D4vd's crew, and the fans were quick to pick up on the tension. Soon, social media erupted. Twitter blew up with fans tweeting #D4vbetrayed, #JSpillsTea, and wild theories about who was the real snake. TikTok videos dissected every clip of D4vd's recent interviews, looking for clues. The comment sections became battlegrounds with fans picking sides. Some defending D4v as a victim of circumstance. Others calling out the whole crew for shady behavior. The betrayal felt personal to everyone watching. It wasn't just about music or clout. It was about trust, family, and street code. The people close to D4vd weren't just business associates. They were like brothers. So when Jay exposed that some of these so-called brothers had been leaking information about D4vd's upcoming album to rival groups for money, the fallout was immediate. Rumors spiraled out of control. Some said the whole thing started because of jealousy. Others whispered it was about money and power struggles within the crew. Fans speculated about who the traitor was, throwing out names of people they'd seen acting shady lately. The mystery deepened, and the tension skyrocketed. Every new post or story sparked more drama and more questions than answers. But the real turning point came when Jay dropped something unexpected: an audio recording. It was a secret conversation between the supposed traitor and a rival label, where they admitted to leaking D4vd's album details for a fat payday. The recording was raw, unfiltered, and undeniable proof that someone close to D4vd had turned their back on him. Fans went wild, sharing clips, making reaction videos, and debating the implications. D4vd's camp tried to contain the damage, releasing vague statements about loyalty and family, but the damage was done. The family was left divided. Some close friends stood by D4vd, calling for forgiveness and unity, while others questioned if the whole crew was rotten at the core. The street vibes got messier by the day, with local rappers and fans choosing sides, sometimes sparking real-life beefs fueled by the online drama. As the chaos unfolded, the line between real and staged got blurry. Just when fans thought the story couldn't get any crazier, D4vd dropped a cryptic tweet that left everyone shook. The tweet hinted that maybe all of this, the leaks, the betrayals, the recordings, was part of a master plan, a publicity stunt to build hype around his next project. Was he trolling the streets or confessing something deeper? Nobody knew. Jay's response was immediate and fiery. He called out the idea, accusing D4vd of playing with people's emotions and using their trust for clout. "This ain't a game," Jay said on his live stream. "This is real life, real people getting hurt." The drama turned from a simple betrayal into a full-blown feud, one that spilled into every corner of social media, local news, and even rival rappers weighing in. Dialogues leaked online showed just how messy it got behind the scenes. One heated exchange had Jay screaming, "How could you do this to me, D4v? We were like family." To which D4vd replied coldly, "Sometimes the people closest to you are the ones you gotta watch the most." That line alone sparked 1,000 memes and reaction videos. The situation pushed both of them into a spotlight they didn't want but couldn't escape. Fans were hooked, watching every update like a reality TV show, waiting for the next bombshell to drop. The trust that once held their crew together was shattered. And the question on everyone's mind was simple: who could D4vd really trust anymore? This drama wasn't just about music or fame anymore. It was about real loyalty, street code, and the brutal cost of success in the rap game. And with every new revelation, the stakes got higher, the lines got blurrier, and the entire community was left wondering if D4vd's rise was about to crash and burn under the weight of his own secrets. And just as the world thought it might catch a breath, more clues surfaced: text messages, screenshots, even video clips hinting at deeper plots and hidden alliances nobody saw coming. Jay hinted that what he found was just the tip of the iceberg, that there was a whole web of deceit behind the scenes, involving people nobody expected. Fans and critics alike started to question the entire narrative. Was Jay a hero exposing the truth? Or was he stirring up drama to get attention? Was D4vd a victim or a mastermind? The internet was divided, and the comment sections exploded into chaos, full of hot takes, wild accusations, and passionate defenses. The story was far from over. And if anything, this was only the beginning. But what really happened behind closed doors? Who was the real snake in the crew? And could any of them come out of this looking clean? The streets were buzzing, the fans were watching. And the next move was anyone's guess. Right after D4vd's cryptic tweet dropped, the internet lost it. Fans were scrambling to decode every word, looking for hidden messages or clues about what was really going on. Some thought D4vd was pulling a genius move, turning drama into marketing gold. Others believed he was gaslighting everyone, trying to bury the truth under layers of mystery. The hashtag D4vd stunt started trending, with people split between calling it a masterstroke or calling out blatant disrespect to loyal fans. Meanwhile, Jay didn't hold back either. His live streams grew more frequent and intense, revealing more details from the hidden journal and the messages he found. "This ain't about clout," Jay insisted. "This is about exposing snakes and keeping it real." Social media became a war zone. Twitter threads exploded with theories. TikTok creators made breakdown videos, some defending D4vd, others siding with Jay, and many just enjoying the chaos. Instagram comment sections filled with heated arguments, insults, and fans threatening to unfollow or boycott new music. Even popular rappers and influencers weighed in, adding fuel to the fire with subtle tweets or direct calls for peace that only stirred drama more. Fans started digging deep, searching for any hint of the so-called traitor. Rumors pointed fingers at different people every day, some wild and baseless, others with screenshots and supposed insider info. This guessing game kept the internet glued, turning the story into a full-blown mystery saga. In the midst of all this, the tension inside D4vd's crew skyrocketed. Those loyal to him felt betrayed not just by the leaker, but by the fact that Jay had gone public. Others sided with Jay, saying the truth needed to come out, no matter the cost. Late-night group chats turned into battlefield zones, with friends picking sides, trust breaking down fast. A leaked group chat showed just how nasty things got. One message read, "This ain't just a leak, it's a war. Whoever started this is trying to take us all down." Another said, "We gotta keep the family together, or we all fall." But as the chats continued, insults and accusations flew, and the so-called family was left divided like never before. Meanwhile, the rival crews and labels smelled blood in the water. Some made subtle moves, hinting at deals and alliances that could capitalize on the chaos inside D4vd's camp. Street rappers took sides, some using the situation to boost their own profiles by posting commentary or disses, turning the drama into fodder for their own battles. Jay's role kept evolving. He wasn't just a whistleblower anymore. He became the face of the truth movement in this saga. Fans rallied around him as a symbol of loyalty and honesty. But some questioned his motives. Was he really about loyalty? Or was this a power play to take control of the narrative and maybe even the music spotlight? The back and forth between Jay and D4v got more personal. Leaked voice notes showed Jay accusing D4vd of betrayal, lying to the fans, and playing both sides. D4vd's responses were cold, sometimes dismissive, accusing Jay of betrayal by going public and damaging the crew's reputation. "We're not enemies," D4vd said in one note, "but you crossed the line." The emotions ran so high that even family members got dragged into the mess. Rumors surfaced that D4vd siblings were caught in the middle, some defending him, others questioning the whole situation. The family was left divided, adding another layer of real pain to what was already a messy public feud. The music itself wasn't safe from the drama. Leaks of unreleased tracks believed to be connected to the betrayal hit the internet. Fans dissected every lyric, trying to find hidden messages or diss lines aimed at the traitor or even Jay himself. The songs became another battleground, with people debating whether D4vd's new music was inspired by pain or just a clever marketing tactic. As the story grew, so did the pressure on D4vd and J to address the public directly. Finally, in a tense and emotional live session, D4vd opened up. His voice cracked as he said, "This isn't easy for me. Trust is everything in this game, and when it breaks, everything falls apart. But I'm still here, still grinding. The truth. Maybe it's complicated." The moment went viral instantly, gaining millions of views and sparking even more debate. Jay followed with his own live, firing back that honesty was the only way forward. "You can't build on lies," he said. "Fans deserve the truth, and if that means tearing down the facade, then so be it." The two live streams fueled the fire instead of putting it out, leaving fans on edge for what would happen next. Then, just when it seemed like the drama was peaking, a new twist dropped. An anonymous source leaked a video showing a late-night meeting between D4vd's former manager and one of the rival label executives. The conversation suggested that the betrayal might have been orchestrated from the outside to destabilize D4vd's camp and steal his upcoming Project's thunder. This revelation added layers to the story no one saw coming. Was D4vd just a pawn in a bigger game? Was Jay unknowingly exposing a setup designed to destroy their whole crew? The internet went wild, trying to piece it all together, with conspiracy theories running rampant. The street vibes stayed gritty. Local scenes buzzed with talk of loyalty, respect, and survival in an industry where trust is fragile and enemies are everywhere. "It's like watching a soap opera," one underground rapper said. "But this is real life. And the consequences are real too." Throughout all this, the only thing certain was that nothing was certain. The truth kept shifting, and every new leak or post added fuel to the fire. Fans who once saw D4vd as a rising star were now divided, some still riding with him, others ready to jump ship, and the social media wars, they weren't slowing down anytime soon. Meme accounts exploded with hilarious takes, while serious fans held justice for D4vd or truth with J rallies online. The comment sections, pure chaos, insults, emotional pleas, and fan theories fought for space like it was the last word on the drama. Jay dropped hints that more was coming. "This is just the beginning," he said cryptically in his stories, promising more receipts and the full truth soon. Fans waited with bated breath, knowing that whatever came next could change the rap game forever. At the end of the day, this wasn't just a story about music or clout. It was about real people caught in a web of loyalty, betrayal, ambition, and survival. And as the chapters unfolded, the line between friend and foe, truth and lie, only got messier. The saga was far from over, and the streets, social media, and fans were all watching, waiting for the next move in this explosive drama. The fallout from that leaked video was immediate and intense. Suddenly, the whole narrative changed from just an inside betrayal to a full-blown conspiracy. With D4vd caught in the middle of a power play between rival labels and managers, fans were left reeling, unsure who to trust or believe. The internet exploded with new hashtags like #D4vd setup and #RealOwnJ, turning the drama into a massive chess game nobody knew the rules to. D4vd's camp doubled down on damage control, releasing vague statements about loyalty and protecting the art, but those words fell flat for many. People wanted names, details, receipts, and they wanted them now. Meanwhile, Jay went silent for a couple days, letting the storm rage while fueling speculation. When he finally spoke up, it was with a cryptic post. "Truth is a weapon, and some ain't ready for war." The tension wasn't just online. The streets were buzzing with rumors that some of D4vd's closest allies were making secret moves, meeting with rivals, or even switching sides. Whispers spread that the whole crew might be fracturing beyond repair. Local artists who once looked up to D4vd were now splitsome, publicly supporting him. Others siding with Jay, and a few staying low, waiting to see who would come out on top. Inside D4vd's circle, paranoia grew. Trust evaporated overnight. One friend who had been quiet suddenly surfaced with a video claiming to have proof that someone close to D4vd was selling info not just to rival crews, but to the media. "This ain't just music business," the friend said. "This is a war for survival, and every player's got an angle." This only added fuel to the fire, deepening the cracks in D4vd's support system. Fans started to question if D4vd was losing control over his own team. Critics piled on, accusing him of letting fame and money blind him to who he really was dealing with. The family narrative everyone believed in was unraveling in real time. Jay, meanwhile, was gaining more followers and clout with every new reveal. His live streams became a hotspot for fans hungry for the latest tea, and his emotional outbursts made him a relatable figure for anyone who's ever felt betrayed. But some longtime fans questioned if Jay's loyalty was as pure as he claimed. Was he setting himself up for a takeover of the narrative, or worse, the music throne? The drama spilled over into the music itself. D4vd's label reportedly pushed back the release of his new project, citing the drama as too distracting. Insiders said D4vd was forced to rewrite parts of his album to address the betrayal and the emotional chaos it caused. Fans speculated wildly about the unreleased tracks, analyzing every leaked snippet for coded messages or dislines aimed at Jay or the mysterious traitor Social. Media kept the energy alive with reaction videos, memes, and heated debates. Some fans defended D4vd, saying everyone makes mistakes and that loyalty means forgiveness. Others sided with Jay, believing that exposing the truth, no matter how painful, was the only way forward. The comment wars got uglier by the day, with heated personal attacks, blocked accounts, and fan bases splintering. Then came another bombshell. A video surfaced showing D4vd's alleged traitor meeting with the rival label exec mentioned in the leaked audio. The clip was grainy, but the conversation was clear. Plans to sabotage D4vd's project and capitalize on the fallout were being made behind the scenes. Fans were stunned. This wasn't just betrayal. It was full-on sabotage. The street chatter reached fever pitch. Local rappers who once considered D4vd a hometown hero started questioning his legacy. "You gotta watch your back in this game," one said in a recent interview. "The higher you climb, the more snakes you find." This sentiment echoed across online forums and chat groups, with many wondering if D4vd could survive this storm. Amidst all this chaos, Jay dropped a series of videos hinting at even bigger revelations. He claimed he had conversations and evidence that would change everything, and exposed not just one, but multiple people involved in the betrayal. "This is bigger than a crew beef," Jay said. "This is about power, money, and control." Fans waited anxiously for Jay to drop these receipts, refreshing his socials and watching every live stream. But the more they waited, some started doubting if Jay had anything concrete left, or if he was just extending the drama for clout. Others believed the delay was strategic, building suspense for a major reveal that could shake the entire industry. As this tug-of-war unfolded, the emotional toll on D4v was clear. Friends close to him shared that he was visibly stressed, spending late nights in the studio, but often distracted, staring at his phone for hours. The pressure was immense, trying to hold together his crew, handle the betrayal, deal with the label drama, and keep his fans on his side. One leaked phone call captured a vulnerable moment where D4vd told a friend, "I never thought it'd come to this. It hurts more than the music ever could." That raw emotion made waves online. with fans sympathizing but also wondering if the cracks in his foundation were too deep to fix. The street and online gossip scenes continued to clash, feeding off each other in a never-ending cycle. The drama was no longer just about D4vd and Jay. It had become a full-blown saga involving multiple players, alliances, and agendas. Everyone was waiting for the next move, the next leak, the next diss track. And then, just when it seemed like things couldn't get any messier, another twist dropped. An anonymous account leaked a series of texts between Jay and the supposed traitor. That showed they had been communicating secretly for months. Fans were stunned. Was Jay really the whistleblower, or was he playing both sides to stir chaos and come out on top? The revelation blew the internet apart. Fans who once supported Jay felt betrayed. Others argued it proved Jay was playing a deeper game, controlling the narrative and positioning himself as the real power player behind the scenes. The comment sections exploded with calls for explanations, receipts, and confrontations. D4vd's camp used the opportunity to call out Jay, accusing him of manipulation and deceit. "You can't trust anyone," one insider said. "Everyone's got a motive." The lines between friend and foe blurred even more, and the once clear story became a tangled web of lies, alliances, and power struggles. This was no longer just a story about music drama. It was a saga of trust, betrayal, ambition, and survival in a cutthroat industry. The stakes were higher than ever, and the fallout was far from over. Fans, street artists, and the rap community at large were left on edge, watching this epic drama unfold like the most intense reality TV series, except this was real life, with real consequences, the revelation of secret texts between Jay and the supposed traitor flipped the whole narrative upside down. Fans who were once riding hard with Jay felt like they'd been played, and the streets buzzed with disbelief. Was Jay the honest whistleblower exposing the snakes? Or was he the puppet master pulling strings and stirring the pot for his own gain? The line between friend and foe got messier than ever. The comment sections exploded with heated debates. "Jay's a legend for exposing the truth," one side argued. "Nah, he's just a snake playing both ends," said the other. The internet was split, and no one knew who to trust anymore. Memes, reaction videos, and conspiracy theories flooded every platform, making it clear this saga wasn't slowing down anytime soon. D4vd, caught in the middle, had to respond. In a rare emotional live session, he addressed the controversy head-on. His voice trembled as he said, "I trusted people I thought were family. Maybe I was wrong. This industry, it's a jungle, but I'm still here, still making music, still fighting." His raw honesty earned sympathy, but it also opened the door for more questions. Was he truly the victim, or was there more to the story? Meanwhile, Jay dropped a bombshell on his own. He revealed a clip of a private conversation with a rival label executive, where the exec admitted they'd tried to pit D4vd's crew against each other to weaken their power. "They don't want us to win," Jay said. "This was bigger than just one traitor. It was a setup to take all of us down." This only deepened the intrigue and painted D4vd's situation as part of a larger ploucher game. The streets weighed in heavily on this. Underground rappers, local legends, and everyday fans all had their takes. Some saw D4vd as a fallen king fighting back against powerful forces. Others believed Jay was the real hero, unmasking the dirty tactics behind the scenes. The community was polarized, and the drama spilled over into real-life meets, ciphers, and local events. With people debating loyalties, face-to-face, amid all this chaos, the music continued to be a battlefield. D4vd's delayed album finally dropped, and fans dissected every verse, every line, searching for hidden meanings about the betrayal, the setup, and the pain he'd endured. Some songs sounded like direct disses aimed at Jay and the traitor. Others seemed like pleas for unity and forgiveness. The project was raw, emotional, and complex, just like the drama surrounding it. Jay responded with his own freestyle diss tracks, dropping bars that painted D4vd as weak and deceptive. Fans went wild, dissecting lyrics and reactions, turning the feud into one of the hottest rap battles online. The streets had never seen drama this real and layered, part betrayal, part conspiracy, part artistic showdown. Yet behind the scenes, there were signs of something unexpected. Leaked conversations hinted at secret meetings between D4v and Jay's closest friends, suggesting attempts at peace, or at least a truce. "We gotta find a way out of this mess," one text read. "The fans want closure. We owe them that." This raised hopes that maybe the feud could end, or at least settle, before it destroyed both their careers. But just as quickly, another twist appeared. A mysterious video surfaced showing a late-night confrontation between Jay and the alleged traitor. With heated words and accusations flying, the tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. "You played us all," Jay shouted. "This ain't over." Fans were hooked, analyzing every second. Desperate to know what came next, social media blew up again, with fans speculating about a possible comeback or collab. Was this fight gonna end with a reunion or a final breakup? The unpredictability kept everyone glued to their screens. The drama had transcended music and personal beef. It was now a cultural moment, reflecting the real struggles of trust and ambition in the rap game. The family drama deepened too. D4vd siblings, once silent, stepped into the spotlight to defend him publicly, accusing Jay of betrayal and greed. Jay fired back on socials, accusing them of enabling lies and hiding the truth. The personal got public, and the line between music, business, and family blurred completely. This ongoing saga sparked conversations about loyalty in the industry. Respected veterans weighed in, calling for unity and reminding everyone that at the end of the day, music is supposed to bring people together, not tear them apart. Some fans echoed these sentiments, pleading for peace, while others embraced the chaos, saying this is real life. No sugarcoating throughout all the madness. One thing was clear: the story wasn't just about D4vd or Jay anymore. It was about a system that breeds mistrust, a culture that rewards drama, and the high stakes of making it in a game filled with snakes, sharks, and opportunists. As fans waited breathlessly for what would come next, whether it be another reveal, a diss track, or a surprise collab, the internet stayed locked on this explosive story, ready for every new twist and turn. The saga of D4v, Jay, and the mysterious traitor was far from over. In fact, it felt like the opening chapter of a saga that would be talked about for years to come in rap circles, street corners, and online threads alike. The only question left was, who would come out on top? And at what cost? So fam, what a wild ride this has been. From shocking discoveries and secret messages to full-on betrayals, family drama, and a conspiracy that nobody saw coming, this story has had it all. D4vd and Jay's fallout has torn their circle apart, split the fans, and turned social media into a battlefield. We saw trust